crypto warriors, changing our world day by day. The way of the crypto warriors, can't rely on the bankers, no way.
Good morning, Bix Weir, Roota.com with your morning horn of Z's, your sip of chaga coffee. Great fun yesterday with Jean-Claude on his YouTube channel, Beyond Mystic 3. Jean-Claude Beyond Mystic 3. Hung out with Julie. She did a tarot reading on me on my birthday. Here's an amazing thing. She was spot on. Julie is amazing. Check out the numerology of my birthday and check out my life mission. I'm not making this up. Here's the chart she came up with. So my two life mission numbers are this: 11 plus 9. If my life mission was Road to Roota, does that ring a bell? 11 plus 9. All you have to do is go to the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston, look up Wishes and Rainbows comic book, click and download the comic book, and go over to page 15. What is Roota writing in the sand right here? 11 plus 9. I'm not making it up. It's right here in front of your face. This comic book, The Road to Roota Theory, is my life mission according to my birthday and according to Julie, who did my numbers. Isn't that freaking, it doesn't surprise me because I was there the very day that the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston published the Wishes and Rainbows comic book, the teacher's guide called The Road to Roota, and the Banking Basics pamphlet. All on the same page, all on January 1st. They were closed that day, by the way. The Federal Reserve were closed January 1st, 2007. The Wishes and Rainbows comic book and the Road to Roota Teacher's Guide both had gigantic exclamation points, red exclamation points after them. Now it seems obvious. They were trying to call somebody's attention to it. I'm the only guy who saw it. I have no doubt that day, unless you were involved in posting it, that day, that's the day that changed my life, January 1st, 2007. It sent me on the right path, that there are good guys behind the scenes taking out this criminal banking system that we have been enslaved by for so long. I might want to note that the Queen's actual burial, her final days, according to the occult, is Monday. After that, there is no. I don't think Charles is the leader of the City of London crowd, the banking cabal. I think that went away with the Queen, which will be Monday, and then all hell breaks loose. In my opinion, over the next couple months. I got a call. I was on a Zoom call this morning with some friends of mine, longtime friends of mine. And this is always a good sign that things are happening faster. And they were both asking me, what do I do? What do I do? How do I get silver? How do I get cryptos? Every time that happens, something big is coming up. Because these guys have known me for decades. But now they sense the urgency. And they're like, okay, fine. And I go, God, I wish I had known what I know today back 20 years ago when I started this little adventure in silver, because I wouldn't have to go through 20 years of pain, suffering, and it's worth it. It's not the destination; it's the road you travel. So I wouldn't give it up for the world. But as an investor today, investing in silver at what's the gold silver ratio? Is 90-1. The gold silver ratio, if you're investing in gold right now, you have a 99.98% chance of doing worse than if you invest in silver. 99.98 chance. That's the odds, because over the last 50 years, the gold silver ratio has only been over 90-1, 0.02% of the time in the last 50 years. So if you hold gold, you have a 99.98 chance of doing worse than if you held silver right now. That's a pretty good odds. You're not going to do as well in gold than you are in silver. 99.98% chance. Yes, swap your gold for silver. Go to your local coin shop. Contact Andy Scheckman, andy@milesfranklin.com, and fix this little problem you have. You did it right. You picked gold in a time when the fiat money is crashing, except there's a better right. And that better right is silver by far, hands down. Let's take a look at what silver's doing today. It popped 50 cents. Again, it's all on a computer program. It's all controlled. It's all rigged. They can put it to minus $40 like they did in oil. It's a click of a mouse to do that. Or they can put it at $1 million an ounce. It's another click of a mouse. My adventures into looking into the U.S. Mint, the criminal cabal that is running the U.S. Mint, Ventris Gibson, the head of HR, all the way until she got to be, the head of the Mint, knows nothing about making a coin. Clearly knows nothing about making a coin because of this. She has only made 12.8 million coins. The premiums on Silver Eagles are not going down. That's a shocking thing because Ventris Gibson can't make a silver coin, or has been told, do not make Silver Eagles. They can. Okay, take a look at this. Over the last 3 months, it looks like 850,000 is the set number. Look at them. And you might think, oh, well, they just can't make enough. I want you to look back 7 years ago. Look what they were making per month. 4.8 million. In July of 2015, they made 5.5 million ounces of Silver Eagles. That means they probably had all their machines running at capacity. You think they sold off those machines? No, they did not. Actually, they automated even more since then. So now it's even cheaper with less people to make these. The U.S. Mint should be making at least 5.5 million Silver Eagles per month. They have the capacity. It's right here. Look at it. 4.9, 5.5. That's the largest months I've seen, other than the Januaries, because that's the accumulation of. It doesn't really take them a month and a half to change out the dies every year when they close down in November and December. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Actually, it's criminal. They don't want you to have silver in your hand. Why? They want you to have those pieces of paper that are being printed like by the quadrillions. The next thing, if you fill out a college application, the government will give you $5,000 just to fill out the application. That's the next thing that Biden's going to sign. Insane. So the U.S. Mint, with a capacity, let's just say they have a good month every month, 5.5 times, so it would be times 55 million plus, it'd be 60 million. They have a 60 million capacity, or they did back in 2015. They better have added capacity. And no, it's not. They can't find the silver blanks because every other sovereign mint in the world is making coins like they're going out of style. It's just the U.S. Mint. And no, it's not COVID. It ain't COVID. First of all, they've automated almost everything in this process. But number two, COVID's been over a hell of a long time. Ventris Gibson is the problem because she's taking orders from Janet Yellen, who claims to love Silver Eagles, as I showed in the video yesterday. But in reality, they just don't want you to get them before the rest of the public gets them. Am I buying Silver Eagles right now? No, I'm not. I'm not going to pay 60% premium. But I am buying silver. All my friends are buying silver. All my family's buying silver. The world is buying silver because these assholes are going to be called out. Ventris Gibson. I'll guarantee you this number right here, 12 million for 2022. Next year, we're going to see this up at 60 million because the game will be over by then. We'll probably see it at 100 million silver ounces created, and they're going to be worth a hell of a lot of money because the comics won't be open anymore. Anyway, the U.S., the United States of America, and the EU will force Turkey to implement sanctions on Russia. So Turkey did a lot of business with Russia and the Ukraine, and they have various forms of doing business. The United States of America and the Western powers are trying to stop any bank in the world, any country in the world from transacting business. Is there a better reason to have cryptocurrencies, to hold Bitcoin or Litecoin even better, or Theta even better? The world needs decentralized money. CBDCs would be the worst thing for America. And it's not going to happen, by the way. Not in America. We will not stand for it. When this system crashes, these people who have been in charge of our money will be gone. They'll be lucky to stay out of jail. They won't be the deciders of our future. I don't think anybody will. I think we'll have to go back to gold and silver, our constitutional money. And that's why Ventures Gibson can't make enough Silver Eagles, even though I have a letter from Ventures saying they've greatly expanded the Silver Eagle production capacity. And yet, so they're making tons of Silver Eagles. They're just not selling them. They're not giving them out to the public. They don't want gold and silver bugs to get an early jump on the rest of the citizens who don't know what the hell they're doing. They want them to stay in the stock market, stay in the bond market, stay in the commodity market as it's traded on the COMEX. We are going to see within the next few weeks a force majeure on the COMEX so that they don't have to pay out these crazy contracts. Keep an eye on corn. Jenny and I yesterday talked about that. Corn. Keep an eye on corn. Keep an eye on other commodities. They can't shine the light on silver, but they can other commodities that are traded on the COMEX. That's food. I mean, it'd be so easy to say force majeure, force majeure, force majeure, all the food products because people are taking delivery because there's no corn. Half the production is gone. So you're going to take delivery on your contracts, but you won't be able to get them. You'll have to settle in cash. Or they're going to shut down the market, which they will. The plan is to shut down all these markets. So hang on tight. So, and a guy we've talked about on the private road a lot, Wally Ademio, the number 2 guy at the Treasury. Janet Yellen doesn't do anything. Wally tells her what to do. Warned his Turkish counterpart that Russians were attempting to use Ankara's economy as a loophole to escape Russian sanctions. The United States, you don't control the world anymore. I hate to tell us. These people in Washington and the Fed need to stand down and let humanity take over. I think that's coming, especially with the ending of the City of London control over everybody's throats. You think King Charles is going to take over anything? No, it ain't going to happen. That's done. I was going through Zero Hedge. Amazing stuff. Go to zerohedge.com if you want some great information. Facebook spied on private messages of conservative right-wing individuals, then reported to FBI for domestic terrorism. Facebook, all these social media companies are going down. When freedom finally reigns again, they're going down. Quote, it was done outside the legal process and without probable cause. If you own any Facebook stock, good luck. If you're in any stock in anything, truthfully, good luck. Rehypothecation everywhere. The biggest crash is happening, and it just started a few weeks ago. Here's FedEx. We're going into a worldwide recession, FedEx CEO warns. Numbers don't pretend very well. We are a reflection of everybody else's business, especially the high-value economy of the world. FedEx is down 20% today. Everything is crashing. Imports to LA, America's largest port, plunged 17%. By the way, did you guys know Oakland, California makes all its money on the port? And when the port's gone, good night, all these crazy socialist programs. It's hard to think how Oakland can get worse than it is right now, or San Francisco can get worse than it is right now, but they are getting worse than it is. People are having to defend themselves because they defunded the police. It's just crazy. U.S. and EU will force Turkey to implement sanctions. The market is super strike specific today. Here are the key levels. They're going to take companies and investments and target them, throw their little computers at them like they did to oil when they dropped the price to $40, negative $40, and then destroy the highly leveraged. This is all a control game. Run with the computers out of the exchange stabilization fund. I'm going to take this guy out. I'm going to rise this guy. That's what they do for gold and silver. I think where all these losers in silver, where all the shorts going to get covered, they get covered in the bond market or another market. It's all orchestrated between the parties. It's their game, their rules, they play by them. If you want to participate, don't. How do you not participate in this crazy game? You take your money out of the system. You invest in silver and cryptos and you pull it out of the system open up your lawn chair and watch the game. That's the only way to do it. Chevron CEO warns Americans to brace for higher natural gas prices. Natural gas goes into everything we produce, not just the power, but all manufacturing capacity and all the fertilizer. It is insane what is happening right now. Get your cryptos, get off the exchanges. I got a short one today. It is Friday. I'm going to take a break. Not a long break. I will. I've got some great videos, road videos that Andy Scheckman, Jenny Moonstone, which always has to go on the private road because she speaks the truth, and Bitcoin Ben. We've got some great videos coming up this weekend, and then I'll check in. I think I'm going to do a live chat at some point with Will Lair of Perpetual Assets because they're coming into town this weekend. Very excited about that. I will be posting the private road Jenny Moonstone part 1 of the discussion, banking system dismantling as the gold and silver coins as money arrives. Gold and silver coins as money arrives. There's Roota cashing in her gold coins at the bank. That's still processing. Once it gets processed on BitChute, I put it on the private road. So go to roadtoroota.com, subscribe today. 1 year, less than $1 a day. Get rid of that fiat and get one of these in your hands. A silver Roota Lives coin, the coolest coin ever made. This is Bix Weir. I'll talk to you guys later.